Welcome, world. Welcome to another edition of the Stocks is Talking podcast with Ib and Getz. I'm your co-host, Ib. Getz, what's going on?
What's poppin'? Let's get it.
Let's get it. Episode 6. We are rolling, cuzzo. Did you realize that?
We're
going. We're doing our thing, man. Getting a lot of traction. The people are talking along with the stocks is talking. So that's a great thing. I want to get right into something really quickly. And I've noticed, I feel like I'm always bringing up crypto as soon as we get going. I'm going to get back into it again. You might have to start calling me Crypto Is. I don't know. It's just something I came up with. But Doge, I don't know if you remember, last week I said Doge was dropping. And what was I doing? Buying. I was buying on the dip. Buying. Well, now, and I'm going to give everyone live numbers, Doge is at 37 cents. So if you go back to last week's episode, Doge was at about 25, 26 cents when I'm saying I've been buying all the way to the point where they were down to 15 cents and I was buying in. They're back up to 37, 38. I'm doing well. I'll say that, Getz. I'm doing well on it, but it's not just about what I'm doing with it or bragging about how right I was, even though I was hella right, as we tend to be. But I want to talk about the catalyst, because I think you brought up catalyst last week. There's a catalyst as to why Doge is doing what it's doing, and it all comes back to a influencer has been tweeting about Doge. Right. You know who that influencer was?
I can take a guess.
What's your guess?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. I'm not sure if you're tracking, but he threw out there last week, he called himself the Doge King, as he mentioned that he would be on Saturday Night Live this coming Saturday. So
it was the Doge Father. That's what it was.
Oh, no, my fault. The Doge Father, yes. Not Doge King, the Doge Father. And I think ever since then, it's kind of been booming. And now there's a lot of rumor that on Saturday Night Live, Saturday coming up, he's going to actually talk about Doge again. So I think if something like that happens, it's going to be a nice additional catalyst to keep it pushing. But that kind of goes back to, you mentioned last week how these influencers will talk about what they're doing and drive the stock up and then get quiet. And we reference that as the pump and dump scheme.
Right.
I'm hoping this isn't a pump and dump, because I feel like Doge is one of those things where I think this is really a long-term hold, my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel, but I'm here for all the run-ups. I'm here for Elon talking about it, tweeting about it, mentioning it on Saturday Night Live, because people think that might be the catalyst to push it up to $1 and beyond if he gets on Saturday Night Live talking about Doge. Yeah. So I'm tuning in.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely doing its thing. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's at 38. Yep. I don't like when they get up here and pump it, but I do like Doge. I wish I had noticed it when it was down, around 16. I definitely would have been buying like you was, somebody didn't let me know, but
that's my fault, Getz. I should have sent you a text. I'm not gonna lie, I had my own personal Doge day where I was buying it up while it was dropping.
Yeah, but ain't nobody say nothing to me. So I did buy some while it was down, but I didn't see it hit the lows. So it is what it is. I got mine, and I've been sitting on that. But
something's better than nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, there's still a lot of catalysts, for it. I mean, we see it's being accepted more, and so I'm definitely feeling Doge. If it dips again, I'll be in there. I'll be buying.
I think I shot you a message. Another platform within the last couple of weeks included it on their platform as a place where you can buy and trade it.
Yeah, Webull.
There you go. Okay.
They added it before Doge Day, but they had a lot of issues, and I noticed on that day their prices seem to be lagging. There was some kind of issue going on, so maybe it's just because they just added it. It was still kind of like a beta.
Okay.
But there was some issues there because I do have Webull, so I got the notification about it. I didn't buy any on Webull.
Okay. I'm
already holding it on Robinhood because that was one of the easiest places to get it at the time before it picked up steam. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just continue holding it there.
So I'm holding it on Robinhood. Do you have any concerns? Because I've been hearing some chirping about how people are actually looking to try to transfer their Doge holdings over to their Trust wallet because they're feeling some type of way about Robinhood. What are your thoughts on Robinhood and sitting on something like Doge? So if that thing does happen to hit $20, are we able to easily sell and get out and have that cash? Or do you feel like Robinhood's going to try something funny like they did with AMC, like they did with GameStop?
That stays a risk. I mean, they're supposed to be adding the functionality to be able to move any of your cryptos, but it's there. So until it's there, there's always that risk with Robinhood, whether it be stocks, whether it be crypto, whatever you're doing with Robinhood, you got to know that's a risk because their infrastructure and the way that they do things ain't always on the up and up. It just is what it is. You know that when you deal with them. Just like I brought up the fact that I think there's a lag when you're looking at the charts and everything like that. They've already admitted that they get paid for order flow. That's how they make money. You as an investor, when you're using that platform, you're not the customer. You're the product. You know what I mean? The same thing as using Facebook. When you go on Facebook don't make money off you. It's free, right? So you're not the customer. You're the product. Facebook makes money off ads.
That's a nugget,
right? Okay. You know what I mean? They're selling ads, but the ad companies come to them and pay them billions of dollars, and we just seen the crazy quarter that they had, right? Who the ads are getting targeted to somebody, and it's you, because you're on. Yeah, you're the product, right? Ooh. They're making the money off of you. Everybody. This is, when this all first started, and I think Facebook was kind of the innovator when it comes to that, making the end user the product. Because you look at it. It was just like, all right, this is free. But nobody's looking at the fact that...
How are they monetizing?
Right.
Like, how are they making money if it's free for us?
Right. It's just because it's free for you. There's no such thing as free.
Never. There's never such thing as free.
Especially you talk about a publicly traded company. Come on.
I never really thought about that. And I'm sure a lot of people out here never thought about the fact Facebook is a publicly traded company and none of us spend a dime to utilize the platform. Outside of if you want to start boosting ads, if you have a company where you want to boost ads and boost advertisements, that's where you might pay. But for the average person on Facebook, you're just on there searching, looking, screen watching for free.
Yeah.
But they're getting money somehow. And it's because we're the product.
Yeah, we're the product. It's the same thing. You walk in the store and use your debit card. It's you spent what was available in your bank, right? But MasterCard, Visa, Discover, Amex, they make money on both sides. They get paid for transactions. So if you're using a credit card, they make money off your interest. And then on the other side of it, they make transaction fees, and maybe you dealt with this as a business owner. I know I dealt with it as a business owner. That was one of the things you had to worry about is, all right, I gotta make sure that my prices are according to, to make
how much they're gonna tax me.
Right, because they're gonna tax 2%, 3%, whatever it may be.
Yep.
There's a cost. Nothing is free. The person walking in the store and swiping the card feels like I'm just spending what I have or what my available credit is. But no, that's not all there is to it. You know, there's layers. It's an onion. There's layers to it. You know,
You gotta peel it, and the more you peel, the more your eyes will water when you realize just the kind of money they're getting off of you.
Right.
When you really look at it.
Yeah, and there's so many middlemen. You know, I mean, you think about it. So it's like you look at Robinhood, and they're saying, "All right, yeah, we sell order flow." So they're selling your order. So it's not just there's a spread. So the fact that they can sell your order, right? You spending $100 on some stocks, and they're able to sell that $100 trade to somebody, and then somebody's able to make, you know, they're able to make enough that they're willing to pay Robinhood for your trade, right? And then the person on the other side that's selling the stock is still getting their piece, but nobody sees that in between.
Yep.
Nobody sees that in between, so nobody's thinking nothing of it. But I think that's why there's a lag to it, you know. So I have an issue with Robinhood and the way they do things, and that's why I've made adjustments in the way that I trade. If I was still day trading, I was thinking about it today. I miss day trading. I love day trading. I've made so much money day trading. If I had the free time to just day trade, and I've thought about just walking away from everything, just day trade.
Just day trade, true.
Yeah. If I had the time to day trade, it would be lovely. But since I don't, and Robinhood is the main way that I trade, when I invest, the main thing is M1. I have my pies. I have my recurring buys set up. So every week, money's just going in.
So your long-term holds.
Yeah.
Not dipping and dabbing in and out.
Right. You know, the long-term holds, it's an M1. I have the pies set up, and the money goes in every week, no matter what. And at the same time, if I feel like there's a time when I should be adding more to it, I can. Right. I can just set up a single buy, you know, and just drop 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever I want, just in there, right? But when I'm trading, I've been using Robinhood just because it's free, it's easy, you know. Robinhood, that's what they're good. Robinhood is a casino, you know.
Explain that to me.
Robinhood has made it so easy for everybody. Just like if you walked into the casino, right? All you got to do is walk in and just you know, exchange your money for some chips and just drop them on the table, right?
And gamble.
And gamble, win, lose, or draw. And that's why you have all these people coming into the market. And I can't wait till Robinhood comes out because they're supposed to be going public. I can't wait till the actual, the filings come out before they, so we can actually see what's going on. Let's look under the hood and see what's going on with Robinhood. You know?
So that's interesting that they're going public, because I have a question as an investor. Is Charles Schwab publicly traded? Is America Trade, TD America Trade, or whatever it is, are they publicly traded? Like, are all these companies publicly traded? And if not, what is it about Robinhood?
I think Charles Schwab bought, I think they bought TD Ameritrade. I'd have to double check. And then somebody bought E-Trade. And I think that's a you know, just the market doing what it will, because you have companies like Robinhood coming to the market, right? And they offer free trading. So you're gonna have the people, you know, the really big investors. I feel like they stick with those names, TD and stuff like that. But Robinhood attracted so many people because it was free, and nobody's thinking about, well, what's the actual cost of it, right?
Yep.
So they lose all those traditional brokers, the old guard. They lose so much. They lose all these users to Robinhood and Webull and Public and SoFi and all these companies, right? So now you have consolidation in the market of brokerage companies.
I'm looking at Charles Schwab now. They're trading at $70.40. That's what they closed out on Friday.
Okay.
That's interesting, because I mean, I just never considered looking into Charles Schwab as a potential stock to purchase. It hadn't even crossed my mind until this moment that they're actually on the exchange to buy.
Yeah, and
they're not that expensive. I mean, $70 for a company.
What's the market cap
though? The market cap is 132.72 billion.
Okay, and they did buy TD Ameritrade.
They did buy TD. Are you telling me or are you asking me?
I'm telling you.
Okay, and they bought TD. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm getting all this
and Morgan
info.
Stanley bought E-Trade.
They bought E-Trade. Okay, let's see what they're trading at. And I'm getting all this right off of Yahoo Finance. So anybody tapping into us, this is a simple Yahoo Finance search allowed me to see what Charles Schwab is trading at, what their market cap was. So when it goes back to that smart money investing, it's simple things like that. Using these certain platforms to know where you can find info.
Right.
You mentioned Charles Schwab being publicly traded. I typed them into Yahoo Finance to see if they was available, what the stock symbol was. Boom, I got it. Got all types of info. I see their 52-week high, low, the whole nine. But I'm about to look into TD Ameritrade. No, who bought TD Ameritrade?
Charles Schwab bought TD, and Morgan Stanley bought E-Trade, and Morgan Stanley's trading at 82.55 right now. Their market cap is 154.286 billion for Morgan Stanley.
Yep, I see that. So where are you looking at it at? Because I see
Yahoo Finance.
154.29. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at Morgan Stanley on Yahoo Finance.
Yahoo Finance.
Yep.
Okay. So have you ever looked at buying those? Buying one of the exchanges?
I've never had an interest in buying them, honestly.
Okay.
Have no interest. I've bought banks, so you talk about Morgan Stanley, and I never thought about buying Charles Schwab. And honestly, that might have been a personal issue with me and Charles Schwab, because after they bought Options Express, I just hate Charles Schwab. But I have no interest in buying them. But Morgan Stanley is a bank,
right?
And I haven't bought Morgan Stanley personally, but I have bought plenty of banks. I've invested in plenty of banks. I've made plenty of money with plenty of banks. JP Morgan being one of my favorites. But
speaking of banks, real quick, Getz, I just gotta share how hurt I am, because you mentioned banks just now. So okay, let me take on Bank of America. Yo, this is hurting my soul. Bank of America is trading right now for $40.53. Do you know why I'm hurt?